Alright, so we try to attempt this question from Catholic High, one of its primary 6 preliminary papers. So at 9 a.m., okay, underline all important information, circle the characters. John was cycling from point A to point B. Okay, at the same time, Mary was cycling from point B to point A using the same route as John. Now, cycling at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour faster than Mary, John would pass Mary that was 300 meters away from the midpoint. What time did they pass each other? In a question like that, the moment you read the first line, straight away you draw. Okay, this is point A, this is point B. Okay, this is your midpoint. Okay, because John would pass Mary 300 meters away from the midpoint. So John would head this direction. He started at 9 a.m. Okay, 300 meters away from the midpoint would be here. Okay, this is where they met. Okay, this point here. Okay, Mary would head this direction. Okay, and she also started at 9 a.m. One thing that's important is that we know that John cycled 4 kilometers per hour faster than Mary. So John's speed is this much plus 4 kilometers per hour, and Mary's speed is actually this much. Okay, so shall we represent this information here? Okay, so since John can cycle at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour faster than Mary, that means in 1 hour John cycles 4 kilometers more than Mary. So in 1 hour of cycling, John can cycle 4 kilometers more than Mary. Now in this particular scenario, since John's speed was 4 kilometers per hour faster, okay, he would have been able to cycle 600 meters more than Mary, because this is the midpoint. Okay, so this distance is let's call this D1. Okay, it's equivalent to this distance here, D2. So D1 is equals to D2. Let me write it down here. Okay, because let me reiterate, because John was cycling at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour faster than Mary, he would have been able to cycle a distance that was equivalent to that of Mary plus 600 meters more. Alright, and since this is the midpoint, that's why we know that we have to multiply by 2, because Mary's distance is short of the midpoint. Okay, so John must have traveled a distance that was equivalent to this plus 600 meters. Alright, so 600 meters, if you divide it by 1000, is equals to 0.6 kilometers. Okay, so if you take incremental distance over incremental speed, okay, incremental distance over incremental speed, okay, the incremental distance traveled is 0.6 kilometers in this case. Okay, and the incremental speed is 4 kilometers per hour, which is here. So 4 km per hour. What you get is 0.15 hours. Now 0.15 hours is 0.15 times 60, which is 9 minutes. What this means is that since in 1 hour John cycles 4 kilometers more than Mary, okay, if John cycles 0.6 kilometers more than Mary, what how long would John take? Okay, if John cycles 0.6 km more, okay, which is this particular scenario, he would have taken, okay, definitely less than 1 hour. So 0.6 divided by 4, which is 0.15 hour. He would have cycled 0.15 hour of a journey, which is equals to 9 minutes. So this is another way that you can look at it. So anyway, we are able to answer A now. What time did they pass each other? Since they started at 9 a.m. Okay, so 9 a.m. you add 9 minutes, you get 9:09 a.m. So that's the first answer. B. John took another 3 minutes to reach point B. So John took 9 minutes here. No. Let me erase this. John took, okay, there's not much space. Let me try and squeeze. From this point to the point where he met Mary, he took 9 minutes. Alright. So, it looks pretty messy. So let me do it again. From this point to this point, he took 9 minutes. And guess what? The question says that he took 3 minutes more. So from this point to this point, John took another 3 minutes. Okay, John took another 3 minutes. But guess what? Mary took 9 minutes to come from here to here. Alright, Mary took 9 minutes from B to the meeting point. So from B to meeting point, okay, the ratio of time, okay, for John to Mary is 3:9, which is 1:3. Okay, now John took 12 minutes. 9 plus 12 equals, 9 plus 3, okay, equals to 12. Okay, John took 12 minutes for the whole journey. Okay, if that's the case, can I multiply by 12 here? Okay, so this would be 12. Okay, and this would be 36. So what time would Mary reach point A? So since John took 12 minutes to reach since John took 12 minutes for the whole journey, Mary would have taken 36 minutes. So 9 a.m. you add 36 minutes, you get 9:36 a.m. and that's your answer. Alright, so you got A here and you got B here. So this is how you attempt this question. Of course there are other ways to do it. So just take a look at this method first. Alright.